In high school, I spent years studying tirelessly, spending thousands of dollars every year trying not to fall asleep while listening to a 10-hour lectures every day for 6 years. And as soon as I graduated from high school, I asked myself, what now? I don't even know what I want to do in the future. Do I want to be an engineer, learn to do science, study business? I don't know. Because school had been distracting me. 10 hours a day, every day, for 6 years. I had no time to think about myself, my choice, my future. Until I discovered choice-based learning. Even though it's a bit too late, but I realized that choice-based learning should have been acknowledged more popular in the education sector. So, just how many young students out there face the same problem as me? Why do I care so much about choice-based learning? How important is choice-based learning? Many say today's education is so boring because it's not time-consuming because of teachers. Well, I believe that is not true. I believe the real problem lies within our traditional teaching system, the old method that we could use. According to Allison, in 2018, wrote an article called The Origin Education System. The system itself is around 200 years old. And it was originally designed for kids not to think for themselves. It was originally designed for soldiers to obey command. And as a result, teachers had to strictly follow the class schedule. Students have very little freedom to express themselves. I believe that education today is so boring and time-consuming because both teachers and students simply do not have a choice. Albert Einstein once said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. But what if, ladies and gentlemen, what if not only give the fish one option, but we give the fish multiple options? The option to walk, to climb, or to swim. Now the fish has a choice, and it will undoubtedly choose to swim because it knows its own ability, and it will hold that ability to perfection. Ladies and gentlemen, by now you should understand how important choice-based learning is. Now, I'm not here to try to convince you to change the entire school system, but to improve on what we have. Choice-based learning is a learning method where students can freely and happily express their ideas. You give them the problem, and you wait until they give their own solutions. That is choice-based learning. And I have 3 alarming reasons why we should give students a choice to learn. Number 1, choice-based learning helps students to discover themselves. Choice-based learning helps students freedom, give them freedom. And when they have the freedom, they will find what they love to do, and that will convert to passion. And passion can be used for something useful, such as a competition. I once mentored 5 students for an SCG competition. Now, in this case, the subject is to build a robot. That's it, build a robot. So instead of me giving the ideas and leading the entire discussion, I just stand still like the statue, stand still and observe the activities, and not just tell them, do whatever you want to do, and only help them if they ask for help. And at the end, they were so happy, right? I discovered 2 of them were good at coding, 2 of them were good at drawing and designing, and 1 of them were really good at building robot and body parts. Now, they were so happy that they actually made a project. You can see the box, the media box. They made a robot, a smart trash can. And they were so happy that they actually used their ideas and found what they love. And as a teacher, I was also happy to see that my students know what they do and love what they do. Choice-based learning helps them discover who they are. Isn't this what education is for? Prepare them for future, isn't it? Moving on. Choice-based learning helps boost students' creativity. Now, this is my favorite part. When students are given the freedom to think freely, they will discover a new path, a path that you might not even think about in the first place. You'll be surprised that you actually heard out it. In our head, there is a simulation, and in the simulation, there is imagination. During one of my college presentations, I want to try a new presentation hook, since I noticed a lot of people keep using the same old boring presentation structure. And so I did this. Well, This is the only funny part of my entire participation, while the rest is professional because I also want to maintain my professionalism. Without restrictions, I enjoyed creating this attention grabber, and it motivated me to finish the entire presentation. My professor smiled and my classmate laughed, and I received the highest score that day. It was so much fun. In fact, I didn't even know that I can do this. If students have the freedom to express themselves, who knows what they could have done? They could have done better than me. Creativity just needs to be uncovered. Thinking about creativity, moving on, choice-based learning helps teachers. How so? Imagine you're driving to Eon 4. It just knew you never heard Eon 4 before. And as soon as you entered Eon 4, wow, there's so many new products, new items, new buffet shop, new games, all bright and colorful. You're just so excited to explore this new market, new supermarket. And as you continue walking on and on, you come across to this section, a section of blue flowers. What if I were you? I don't want to go. It's kind of boring, yeah? Exactly. Even though they're flowers, but they're all the same. In my experience, most teaching methods use the same skill. Teachers follow the strict class schedules and lack flexibility and improvisations. Teachers should allow themselves to teach more, feel like you're actually teaching. Listen to your student and look at what do they need. If teachers allow students to express their ideas more and more unique ideas will come pile up and rush through your classroom door. And this, ladies and gentlemen, creates diversity. It's colorful, it's compelling. Just like when you first entered ERO. It gets you hyped up, makes you excited to be surprised by your students' unique ideas. Creativity and diversity from choice-based learning helps teaching more enjoyable. In conclusion, choice-based learning is a learning method where students can happily and freely express their ideas. Choice-based learning is very important to have in the education sector because not only does it help students, but also not only does it help students to boost their creativity and self-discover themselves, but also helps teachers. Think about it. Where do students get their freedom from? From teachers, of course. We can establish choice-based learning with the help of teachers. We often hear it's a sign saying to young students not to waste their potential. However, my name is Kiricheat. I'm standing here to tell all teachers out there, please do not waste your potential. You have so much good deeds to do, so much teaching. With the student, feel like actually teaching. Teach with love. Listen to them. Be active and have fun. Remember, learning is supposed to be fun to be, not a chore. Thank you so much for your heart.